Hello, today's topic is allocation methods in file system. So there are two types of allocation methods, contiguous and non-contiguous allocation methods. In contiguous allocation, the blocks will be allocated in a continuous manner. And in non-contiguous allocation, we can allocate individual blocks anywhere. Allocate individual blocks in a non-continuous manner. And there are two types in non-continuous allocation, that is indexed allocation and linked list allocation, where we use the pointers. So the students will explain this. In linked list allocation, only the starting block, the starting point of the file is needed, and in that starting block there will be data and a pointer which points to the next block. Okay, and then when we go to the next block, again there will be data and another pointer which points to the next block, and the last block you will be having data and -1 which indicates that that is the end of the block. And in index allocation, we allocate one particular block for index alone. Okay, so just like the index of your books, there is an index which clearly states in which position the blocks are all placed. So everything has an advantage and disadvantage. In continuous allocation, you cannot grow the file, whereas in non-continuous allocation, you can grow the file. In continuous allocation, there is an external fragmentation problem, where in non-continuous, there won't be an external allocation problem. But the disadvantage in non-contiguous allocation is the use of pointers. When you have multi-level pointers, and there is possibility of having also a multi-level index.
Here to do an activity named active of human file allocation. So there are three types of allocations, namely contiguous allocation, linked allocation and indexed allocation. So the RICE acts as well as on each student acts as a file disk blocks. So first contiguous allocation. In contiguous allocation, each file is allocated next to each other in a continuous manner. Here I will be acting as file A and he will be acting as file B. Now file A requires two blocks. File B requires two blocks. So this type of allocation is known as contiguous allocation. So next is the linked allocation. So each block of the file can be anywhere on the disk. So each block shows the pointer to the next one. So let us consider me as a file and I need the three blocks. So they are holding hands which shows the pointer which shows the address to the next block. The advantages are there is no external fragmentation occur because the files are arranged in a random manner. So there is no external fragmentation. And the disadvantages are it is access the file in the takes longer. Next one, index allocation. One index row can store the addresses of all the other blocks that belongs to file. Let us consider him as a pointer. We will call out the other students that belongs to file C. Those students are file C. Advantages: direct access in any pointer in a file. Disadvantages: requires extra space. For the index block. Okay, let me ask some questions from the activity. So the first question is, you please.
So one main box contains other main box.
Let me ask some questions from the activity. So the first question is,
So one mailbox index contains all other mailbox addresses.
Yes.